The July 1st, 2025 regular meeting of the West Haven ARPA Committee will now come to order. Will each member, paid professional, city official, please state your name for the record. Ken Carney, Chair.
David Grudberg, Carmody Torrance, Sandak, and Hennessy, counsel to the committee.
Dwight Knowles.
Mike Last. Ann Ferris.
Gary Perda.
Iris Diaz.
Rohan Smith.
Each member has received a copy of the agenda for tonight's meeting. Are there any proposed changes? If none, the agenda stands. May I have a motion to waive the reading of the June 3rd regular meeting minutes?
So moved.
May I have do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. May I have a motion to accept the June 3rd regular meeting minutes as written on pages 5 through 10 in your booklet?
So moved.
Second? Ken? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, Chairman's report, general report. Both firehouses continue with their renovations. The Allentown Firehouse garage annex is basically complete, pending a little bit of punch list, and we have some hardware to change out there. West Shore has a small punch list on their Benham Hill station, and they're going to be starting Ocean Avenue very soon. The courts at Painter Park, which was a huge $800,000 project, are complete. The fencing is in, the painting is on, the concrete, the nets are in. We ordered some extra benches, which you'll see tonight in your packet. And I believe there's a grand opening there on Thursday, a week from this Thursday. But I'll send an email out and confirm that. The mayor's gonna have a grand opening. The monument down at the beach for the veterans, Vietnam veterans, they've poured the footings and they're getting ready to bring the granite in, at which point they'll add the names to the granite, so that's going well. It's kind of a general update of what's happening in ARPA projects. Any questions? You all have a project tracker. Keep in mind this tracker identifies invoices that we've approved to date. It does not show us what's paid or what's committed. Let's go to CARES Act. We're going to go to page 11. Here we have a UHY bill for $650. May I have a motion to approve? Do you have a second?
Second.
Gary, any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, go to page 13. We have a Carmody invoice for $63.35. Do you have a motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve.
That's Iris. Do you have a second?
Second.
That's Mike. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Go to page 18. I have Jow Films for $300. Do you have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do you have a second? Maybe Ken. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Go to page 19. I have another Jow film. No, I don't. That's a mistake. Let's see, 18, 19, hold on. I do have two, my apologies, I do have two invoices. The second one's on page 19, the first one's on page 18. Another $300 for another month. Do you have a motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve.
Iris, do you have a second? Second.
Second.
Mike, all, any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, I go to the Child Development Center roof. I'm still waiting for closeout paperwork. Carmody has committed to making a call to that company this week. Let's go to parks. Let's go to page 20. Here I have a wooden playground staining invoice for $27.50 from Wizard Painting. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second? Gary, any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, on page 22, I have guardrail replacement at Painter Park. That's Frankson Fence. That is $1,240. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Go to page 24. You'll see a picture of it. Page 24 and 25. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Go to page 26. Here I have Morris Field Dog Park. Sign light, $850. Do I have a motion to approve? You can see it on page 28. Do I have a second?
Second.
That's Mike. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, I go to page 29. This is the first invoice from Milestone Construction, second invoice, my apologies, for the expansion of the Vietnam veterans. That's page 29 through page 32, $11,780. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Mike, do I have a second?
Second.
To be Ken, any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we go to stormwater management. Let's go to page 33. Here I have Layden Industries. Talked to Mr. Sandella about this. This is a storm sewer installation at Park Terrace Avenue to eliminate some serious flooding. Go to page 34, you'll see a picture of what they did. Page 35 shows it again. Page 36 shows the pipe in the hole, so you don't think we dug a hole and covered it up without putting pipe in. Page 37 is our new basin, and that comes to $43,404.42. So a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
That'd be Mike. Do I have a second?
I second.
That's Iris. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We now go to page 38. This is our buddy Cerulli, following the plan as laid out by the engineer. I have 9 invoices, starting on page 38, ending on page 53. The first invoice is for $5,750. The second invoice is for $15,540. The third invoice is for $26,640. The fourth invoice is for $13,365. The fifth invoice is $8,505. The sixth invoice is $42,180. The seventh invoice is $13,320. The eighth invoice is $23,085. And the last ninth invoice is for $7,290. You will see pictures of the work that was done. You will see invoices and the coding that we use to log all this stuff. Do I have a motion to approve all of Cerulli's invoices as stated?
Motion to approve.
That's, okay, do I have a second? Gary, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries, all approved. Okay, we go to page 54. Here we have a invoice from SLR. This is for work for Abdul for engineering, $6,080.94. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve?
Do I have a second? Second?
I'll second.
54. Do any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Say aye. Okay. Next, we go to fire districts, starting with the center district. They've closed on the house, and they're gonna be talking about ripping that house down fairly soon, tearing it down. I already gave you an update on West Shore, and that brings us to page 55. This is a reimbursement to West Shore for utility communications paid directly. Utility Communications does their speaker system. They had to extend the speakers into the new bunk room, $2,666. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second? Okay, that'd be Ken. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Go to page 57. Page 57, I have Antonizing Associates. This is in par and in line with their contract for design and construction administration, $2,227.50. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Be Iris. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, let's go to page 58. I have diversity. Now, this is an invoice for West Shore for work as part of a change order. Hold on one second, let me see which one this is. All right, so what we did is we brought an outside company in, and we jetted the drain out to the street, only to discover it was clogged in the street. That's been giving them a lot of flooding issues. And then Chairman Bruno called the city in and they unclogged it in the street. So this came to $556.68. So a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Okay, be Ken, followed by Iris. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Go to page 61.
You don't have that? 555.
No, all right, I'll put a,
Yeah, and I was gonna go back to it, but the second one for 300, we didn't have that one either.
okay.
So you don't need those because they're not city-paid invoices.
Okay.
You don't need them.
Okay,
They're paid by the fire department direct. They're out of procurement for the city.
Okay.
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 I don't know about the $300 one, but I can tell you that
I'll just make a note, you're talking about the Jow Films.
Yes.
We'll do a second one for
Okay.
that, and I'll fill it out with everybody's permission.
all right. Next, I have, PCO 16 for 3517.80. And this was, some additional flooring work. Diversity. Not flooring work, we had, hold on, guys, excuse me one second, I apologize. Cam? New blinds put in, self-leveler blinds, and it came to 3517. Have a motion to approve.
Motion to approve?
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, let's move on to boardwalk monitoring cameras. So that has been completed for some time. There is money left in that account, and Mr. Fontana is handling the spending of that money. As those invoices come to us, we will review and process. Painter Park tennis courts. I have four invoices to approve. The first one is on page 75. Here I have locks and chains for benches. They were concerned the benches might find a new home, so he told them to run out and get some locks and chains, $82.13. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. The next one is for $159,000. That represents the next payment on the big job and the final payment. And that starts on page 77. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second?
Any discussion?
Is there any retainage on that, or is that the final?
You know, Mike, in this particular case, there is no retainage for two reasons. One, it's flat work, and secondly, he put himself out there to the tune of $700,000 before he got $1. So I think we're okay. If you want to add retainage, you can modify the motion, but I think we're probably okay. Okay. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, moving on. Page 78. Here, in his contract, which I spent a lot of time going over with him, he went down 12 inches, up to 12 inches, and had to bring in new fill. The site was so bad, he went down 18 inches and had to bring fill. So he had extra digging, extra fill. I can tell you I negotiated him down to a bottom line number. And we got him down to $20,306.44. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
This one, I think this is the one we approved last month, right?
No, last month was the drain,
Okay.
the paving, and something other small, I can't remember right, oh, the seating.
Gotcha, okay.
Okay. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion
Aye.
carries. Next, we move to page 79. Here, we actually didn't carry any benches in the benches or nets in the original contract. So we purchased those to the tune of $9,094. And this is his invoice, and they're on site and installed. Do you have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Let's go to page 80. Here I have Northeast Rescue Systems. So this is all training for the firehouses. This one is for $59,000. And this one is the product I think they were building for the training. Do I have a motion to approve this one? 594434.
Make the motion to approve?
Do I have a second?
Second.
Ken, any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, go to page 81 through 83. This is equipment, guys, and they name the actual people receiving the equipment in Allentown. So this is protective gear. And if you look at the last paragraph, it gives the name of the individuals, which is every fireman there. And this comes to $80,136. Do I have a motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve?
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Go to page 84. This is more equipment, and this is for the center district. And this is them being fitted for the equipment and given the equipment, $15,264. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Okay, do I have a second? Second?
A second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Then we go to center again. This is the balance because they have the most employees. So all of this has been put on a spreadsheet. I sat with finance last week, went through every part of it. And finance was able to capture about $150,000 that the firehouses owe the city from that meeting. They were actually written in the POs to collect that money, so that was good. But this is $125,928 for Center District Personal Protective Gear. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, next I have this $104, and I forget what this is. Give me a second here.
Here, right here. Chief.
Yeah, yeah.
Patches?
Yeah, $104, I guess, to identify him at a fire. So $104. A motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve?
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, moving on. Electrical main breaker, Noble Community Center, PO has been issued. That work is underway. Community mental health, I have not gotten any invoices from them recently. Go on to Community Facade Improvement Program, page 87. And here, we pressure washed sidewalks on Campbell Avenue. And this came to $7,803. And this was by Kept Companies, and this was in line with the motion, motion from the council. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve?
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Go to page 90. Here I have $630 reimbursement for flowers and flowers. part of the, Arts for Community Funding, $630. Do I have a motion to accept, to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second? Trash barrel painting proposals. They put flowers out, they're painting trash barrels, they're painting stuff all over the city. It's part of the arts program. Who's gonna give me a second?
That comes out of the artist budget.
Yes, of course it does. Who's gonna give me a second on this one?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, I have nothing new to report on the MOU for the police storage shed. Paving is, got its own MOU, no paving's been done. Go to page 92. This is Splash Kings. This is a deposit for the mini golf at Morris Park. Do you have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Did they start that yet?
No, but they have to custom order everything, so we,
So this is.
one of the rare occasions we agree to deposit, yes.
Okay. Now, will they have insurance on it once they,
Yes,
they'll provide insurance? Okay.
yes, sir. Any other discussion? You're asking me, you're asking me questions beyond my pay scale. I build it, that's it. Who happens if I don't know.
Why we bill for it?
Do you need, are you looking for a part-time job?
No, I just wondering what's gonna happen to it.
I'm sure it'll either go out to bid, for a third party, or the city will run it, not sure which. Okay.
Is this Reva? It's gonna be at Reva?
Was that?
Right next
Yes, yep, yep, right next door.
Where?
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Go to page 93. Here we have SMG Corporation. This is all the shelter, and they definitely used the shelter during that heat wave. I got 4 invoices, one for $111.55, one for $415.66, one for $19.50, and one for $819. This is for cleaning supplies of the shelter. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion's carried. Next, we go to, let's see, I guess we're in new business here. Does anybody have any new business they wanna share?
Now you have like 3 more invoices on this.
A new business, yeah, diversity construction, and, yep, I'm in new business. So before I go to new business, anybody else have any new business? Anybody?
Now I say there are 3 more invoices remaining on this.
They go, in new business though, right?
How they do?
What are you referring to? What,
What are they?
Diversity
Invoice
for
number
60.
102-65606. This is for a housing crisis grant fund.
Oh, is that page 93?
Yeah.
94.
95, 96.
96.
Yep, we approved those.
Yeah, we just voted on
We just approved those in one shot.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
I know, cause I heard you just went over the 111.55, you know. I'm
That's
not all
okay.
day.
That's all right. No, I hit all 4. So we're good there. Now we're new business. So I've got 3 things in new business. Anybody else have anything in new business? Starting with invoice number 3 from Diversity Construction, page 97. This is the Allentown Annex, and this is their final payment, not including retainage. We do have retainage on the building. $21,536. Do I have a motion to approve?
21,
I'm sorry, hold on.
or
I'm out of order
I
here.
got one for 64.
64, go to, my apologies, 64,822 for diversity. It's out of order here, hold on, we're missing something here. Diversity Construction, page 97,
And which job? This is Allentown Fire?
Allentown, I think we're out of order here, guys, hold on 1 second. Oh, it's not in the book, it's over here, I think. Nope.
Isn't it page 97 for 64,822?
Yeah, I'm missing the 21. So let's go to page 100. What do you have on page 100?
You got, can't read it.
Oh, 100?
It's something West Shore.
That's West Shore for 21,000.
Okay.
All right, here it is. Okay. All right, we're out of order. So if we go to page 100, we're asking for a 21,536.50 invoice for Allentown.
Can you repeat that number again?
21,536.50.
Okay.
Invoice number 3 for Allentown, and that's for the annex.
And who's getting paid?
That's diversity.
Oh, diversity.
Do you have a motion to approve that?
Make a motion to approve?
Do you have a second? Second?
I'll second it.
Okay. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, next we go to a $64,000 invoice for diversity, which is on page 97, and this is for West Shore. And this is for the bunk room.
That's 64,000.
No, but something's right. That's
This is
Allentown.
Allentown, the
Yeah.
other one is West Shore.
All right, let's start again. Strike the last motion, please. Allentown is asking for $64,822.73, leaving retainage in the construction of the annex. That's diversity. Do you have a motion to approve that?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
I second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, our next motion is going to be West Shore Bunk Room, Benham Hill, for $21,536.50, again diversity. Do I have a motion to approve? Do I have a second?
I'm sorry, what page was that on?
100, I believe.
100.
Okay, 21,536?
Yep.
Yes.
50.
I need a second, though.
Didn't Iris and Ken?
No,
Okay.
I got, you say
Starting-
second?
starting
Okay.
over.
Oh, we're
Any
starting over.
Or
discussion?
no?
Can't read it.
You can't read it, but
Did you write it down?
we can read it and we're good. 21,536.50. It matches the contract. Okay?
And who made the motion?
Ken made a second, Iris made a first.
Okay.
Any discussion?
No?
No.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right. Moving on, we're almost done. I have an invoice. I'm gonna pass around here. Pass this down. All right, so there was a study done, commissioned by MARB. This is a payment towards that study, and it gets paid for by the city, but each firehouse has paid their share. It was spread apart on all 3 firehouses, okay? So each firehouse put about 10,500 into the bucket. The city collected that, and now the city is paying the bill. Do I have a motion to approve this $10,000 invoice for ESCI?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
And on all 3 of the new business items we just voted on, may I have the committee's approval to fill out new approval forms reflecting everybody's consent?
Yes, sir, you may.
Yes.
All right.
Any other new business? Any other questions? Motion to adjourn?
Make a motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor say aye. Meeting is adjourned. Have a wonderful night. Thanks, guys.